You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Ooh, baby, we got a wild one for you this week. I'm High, Dipper's here. We're talking. We do phone calls. We talk about leprechauns. And I try to do an Irish accent, me mateys. Arg.
What a fun time. A lot of beautiful, introspective analysis and commentary on all the beautiful things that the tapestry of this life has to offer us.
Also, there's something called Shigella going around, and frankly, it's too good of a name.
And fuck those Tennessean politicians.
Yeah, they can shove it up there.
There's Shigella.
There's Shangela. Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. I used to do a little fuck, nice little fuck, little fuck. Used to do a little fuck. So I'm sloppy second with Big Dipper, meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
you're getting very sleepy.
A hit. It was a hit.
You're
An
getting
absolute
very horny.
I had to, if y'all haven't had the pleasure of going and watching that on YouTube, please go watch last Friday's episode on YouTube. Because starting at around the 44-minute mark is when the hypnotism begins, and I had no idea I was making faces.
Yeah, right. We
I
could
thought-
see what was going on.
I thought there was an occasional, like, ooh, but not. There was parts where I was, like, frozen in fear.
Someone needs to make a fan cam of all of your expressions.
How are you doing this week?
I'm good. Feeling like pussy, feeling like unt. So let's talk about it. You're back from New York. You're on a whirlwind press tour.
I've done them all. I've done all the rags, you know?
So you had an interview in the New York Post.
Yes.
What was their gotcha headline for you? Because they do good with those headlines.
They get you good. I don't even remember. I think it was just like drag queen impersonates Santos. That was
You
a really...
did yeah, keep going.
I had a wonderful time in New York. Beautiful time, beautiful gowns. We saw Jinx. Did we already talk about this?
We mentioned it a little bit on future podcasts because we've been recording ahead.
Yeah.
But we the last time you and I did an episode like this
It was right
it
before
was
I left.
before you went to New York.
Yeah.
So how was Jinx on Broadway?
Absolutely incredible. We were front row in a way that I wish we were a couple back.
Yeah, see, that's what I always think about front row at Broadway. It's like you can't really. You're looking at chins.
Yeah. Beautiful show. Wonderful gowns. I forgot that it's like such a stripped down musical.
Well, yeah, because the movie made it be like, oh my god, but
Yeah.
it's really just like everyone like monologuing
It's-
and like it's. Let me paint you a picture.
Yeah, there's not a lot of action that happens. So all the characters were on stage the whole time, which was
You
really
like hate everything.
I really liked it.
There was no real action. You know what I mean?
But there was incredible dancing. The characters are amazing. Did you know that there has been a drag queen in that show for the last 15 years?
Mary Sunshine, the character, Varla Jean Merman, played that in the national Broadway tour of Chicago. She's written as a drag queen character, which is why Christine Baranski played her in the movie, Honey Queen for Queen.
Now, does Lucy LaDuca give you Christine Baranski vibes?
Not at all.
Jinx was incredible. She stood right in front of us. There was almost spit coming at us. We got a lot of winks from a lot of the actors.
Yes.
It was a wonderful time.
Okay, so
they let you drink in the theater there. So, baby, I was drunk. I was singing along. At one point, I was like, slay! And Michael had to grab me, and he was like, we're not doing that.
There won't be any slaying here tonight. Okay, you have to answer the question. We've all been waiting with bated breath. When did you go outside? Did you stay through the whole bows, or did you get up and walk out
We
early?
stayed to the very end. We were, in fact, some of the last people out.
Well, when you're front row, it's kind of hard not to be the last people
Truly,
out
truly,
because
truly.
They filled the aisle.
It was. I mean, the minute the show's over, all the doors open and you're basically outside. Like they have every exit is able to get out everybody in a mass quickly. And so we all just exited outside. And then I was like, wait, no, I have to pee and I'm not going to stand outside and wait for her. So we went upstairs and peed and like we're loitering until they kicked us out. And then randomly some guy was like, here, do you want to stand here? And we were like, okay. And so we all as a group kind of stood in this one area. And then he came and moved the blockade right in front of us. And he was like, Jinx will be out soon. And so we just got to stand at the front. Like we thought we were going to have to wait after everybody got everything.
For the end.
Yeah, for the very end. And he put us right at the front. So Jinx came out and walked over to us and said hi, laid down her rules, which are very cool. She signs everybody in the front row's thing while they're holding it. And everybody in the back passes their playbills up. So then she'll sign everyone's playbills, go sit down, sign every single person's playbill.
You're getting whatever back. If you picked your nose and stuck a boogie on there, you're kind of getting
anyone's. And then she passes those back, and then she walks and she goes one by one and takes selfies. But she's like, please give me your phone to take it. And if it's not an iPhone, teach me how it works. And so then she like does a photo with every single person until everybody gets their photo, and then she leaves.
And then she does birthday videos at the end.
Oh yeah, she said videos at the end. But she also in it was like, and I will not be doing videos because if I say I have to do a video for you, then I got to do it for them. And then so she was very diplomatic, and it was just so professional, and it was so incredible to see her in the show. And she is amazing, like mind blowing.
Did she know you?
Good. Yeah, she did say, is this meatball out of drag? I've never seen you out of drag, which is a lie. And then she went, are you technically one of my bosses because of Forever Dog? And I went, not at all. No, couldn't be further from it. Diva. Yeah, but you are. But I was like, I couldn't be further from a boss.
No, exactly. You're like, I'm the girl who comes in and goes, y'all having a meeting in the conference room in an hour? And I'll fart in there, close the door, and run away.
Or be like, can I take a shit and will anyone be here?
Oh, yeah, that really spooked you, huh?
Yeah, I had to poop at the office, everybody, and I did not like it. And then you could probably tell, during the second interview, I was like, my body is turning on me.
Well, what happened? Like,
my insides were like gone, you know?
Because I think we've properly explained this to our listenership. And I used to be like this. I think when I first moved to LA, I was a little bit like this when I was freelancing more and didn't have stuff to do every single day. But you're the kind of person that you have stand-up days and lay down days. Like some days your body is just, oh, we're not doing anything, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. What's wrong with that? I can live that way, and so I will.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it, but like on a lay down day when you have to find yourself, or if in the middle of the day your body decides, oh, we're switching it up, she's a lay down day, and you're like, I've got stuff to do. I got to go home and lay down.
Yeah, but that's not what was happening that day. Well, it was, but it wasn't that I wanted to go home and lay down. It was like, I need to evacuate my bowels.
And then your body was like, and then it'll be time to lay down.
No, I got a lot done. Sent out shipments.
Shipments?
Went to the grocery store.
What are you shipping?
In that the Fat Slut t-shirts.
Oh, I wore your Fat Slut shirt to the Queer Tees.
How were the Queer Tees? Congratulations to Darby and Alexis for winning.
Okay. So I showed up to the Queer Tees, and when I walked in at the same time as Bob, we sort of chatted a little bit, and they started funneling everyone who checked in. They like funneled you to the like carpet area where you're meant to take pictures. But it was it's been rainy and gross in LA, so it was super...
I told Darby and Alexis, I said, get there early because you want to be the first person through the press junket.
It was so gross, and that was outside, and so they had like tents up, you know, and I think had it not been rainy and gross, it would have been a really lovely sort of press experience, because it would have been like outside and like a warm winter LA night or whatever, or what have you. But it was gross. And so they funneled us into these lines, and I was like, oh God, it's cold and wet. I was like, I'm wearing nothing of interest. Like, there's no point in getting my photo taken. I came straight from work.
I'm sorry, you were in a free t-shirt that you could have gotten me some press with.
Yes, I was wearing a Fat Slut t-shirt and then shorts and socks.
I saw what you were fucking wearing.
How did you see what I was wearing?
Because someone took a picture with you or of you from behind, and it was the Fat Slut. Like, you turned around. Check your tags. Because I saw it, and I went, I'm glad he's wearing it there, but I'm a little upset that he's not more dressed up.
I thought I was going to be able to go home and put on a real outfit, and then I didn't. I was like, I have a smelly t-shirt, or Meatball set a free t-shirt on my desk, so I'm wearing that, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But I met, I walked in, I saw Darby and Alexis, I saw Cornbread, I saw Carrie Colby,
You saw a bunch of winners.
I saw a bunch of winners, and then I met Joshua Ponte.
Hot.
And I was like, oh, what are y'all doing here? And Joshua was like, oh, we just came out for the event. And Tenderoni and Natasha were there. They also came out just for the event.
Yeah.
It was I wasn't expecting that. And then I wanted to get out of the way, and I just like stood by the wall. And then someone texted me later and was like, I saw you, but I didn't want to come say hi because I felt weird going into VIP. And I was like, VIP? I just stood off to the side. But
it's hard to tell what's what in that building anyway. Like, how would you know what was VIP? If it was set up
where
like
it was last year?
Yeah, it was the same place.
Oh,
with the big fountain on the outside when you first come in.
I had never been there.
A bar on the right. Press on the left.
Yeah, I had never been there. But it was fun to be around so many people. For the queer
fun to be around so many people.
The queer teas. Do you know how okay, I'm going to say something.
Oh?
There were a ton of queer people there.
Name names.
Every kind of queer identity under the rainbow.
Oh.
But it felt like a gay event. Do you know what I mean?
It's like... I do know what you mean, but I feel like a lot of things feel like that.
I think feel like it feels like that more in LA than anywhere else. Like, you can go to a super queer event in LA and it just feels gay. But if you go to that same event in Brooklyn, it feels queer. Or if you go to that same event in like Kansas City, Missouri, it'll feel way more queer.
Yeah.
It's just like West Hollywood really seeps into everything.
And it was technically held over near oh no, it's in Hollywood.
Yeah. But I had as you would say, I had a wonderful time.
You saw the dolls.
I saw the dolls. I rubbed some elbows. I talked to Bianca Del Rio a little bit.
Love her.
She's
got a memory like a steel trap.
No, I was going to say, because she gave me that real good, I kind of know who you are, and I gave a lot of there wasn't enough time. Normally at those things, I go oh, it's me, Big Dipper. I work with Woman Alaska, or we met doing this thing, or I know you from New York. I like to give those cues, but I sort of didn't have the full moment to do that with Bianca. So she was standing next to me, and I said something to her about something with Jada and Heidi, because we had crossover on a production day, and I was like, blah blah blah, Jada, and she was like, oh yeah, ga ga ga, and she turned around and she held me with two hands and sort of said something and giggled and laughed, and I was like, okay, she knows that she knows me, but she has no idea who I am in this moment.
Professional. She made you feel special.
Exactly.
Even though she had no idea. That's called star power.
She must meet billions of people.
Yes. She's performed. Yes. She's done stadium shows, basically.
It's wild.
Crazy lady. We'll take a break.
Let's take a break. Well, you know what? We'll take a break.
We'll take. Okay.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix. And we're back. Here's what I gotta say. We were talking about New York, and then I forgot to even mention nightgowns.
Well, tell me about it.
I had a wonderful time. The girls were lovely. Sasha is so fucking cool.
Which one?
Velour.
Oh.
It's her show.
No, but was Sasha Colby not on the lineup as well? I thought both.
No,
Sashas
that was
were on the
last
lineup.
month. It's a monthly show at Le Poisson Rouge.
Yes.
And she's so cool. I've never met her. Like, I've met her, but we've never like talked or done anything. So when we got there, we were just like hanging out, getting ready for the show.
How did the gig come about?
Okay, we could probably talk about it now. I originally was going to throw a fat slut there that weekend.
In New York.
And it just all kind of didn't seem like it was going to be working out well. And so I abandoned ship and think I will be doing one. But let's think late summer, New York City. Let's think late summer.
Fat slut is better.
That makes way more sense to me than if it was cold.
I have an amazing idea for you. I'm going to put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Hear your reaction.
Put it in the chat. So then I found out that I wasn't going to do that. And she had posted that she was doing a nightgowns that week. And I was like, hey, I'm in town that week. Because I'm going to see Jinx. And then me and my friends were going to stick around because they're throwing a party. And she was like, yeah, do it. And so then I got in the show by asking. And we had a wonderful time. And then that's when I started stressing out. And that's when we came up with the Delta number and the George Santos number.
So talk people through. Which one did you do first?
I did the Delta work number first.
And
because I wanted to be able to get out of makeup to then do George Santos, which had possibly more makeup on.
But the Delta number was you mixed in her iconic
Subway mayonnaise speech because I'm obsessed with it. It's like the funniest thing that's ever happened on the internet. And I mixed it in with Alien Superstar. And I thought because she is the Alien Superstar to me.
Because she is unique. One of one.
She's the only one. And I had done it before at Precinct, but I didn't do all the spoken word. And so this time I was like, oh, I'm really going to hunker down and do the spoken word. And I thought it would be funny if I got her to do the opening of Alien Superstar.
So it's Delta's voice.
It's Delta saying, please do not be alarmed. The DJ booth is conducting a troubleshoot test of the entire system. And then all the way through one of one. And yeah, and I did that, and it was spoken word. And at that moment, I was nervous because Nightgowns has such a reputation of being like so artsy and beautiful. And what I do is not that. And so beforehand, we were trying to come up with ideas that would be like an artsier version of what I do. But then we both were just like, I don't know, just go be a terrorist. A drag terrorist. So I did. And then the George Santos number we came up with forever ago and just thought it would be funny. And then, I don't know. When I went up on stage,
Who's the we you keep talking about?
Myself and the thoughts in my head. I just thought, I don't know. I just thought I wanted to do like a really annoying song. And I did. And bitch, when I stepped out, the audience lost their mind. I started laughing. It was so funny to me. This is me. You know who does that song all the time? And part of the reason, the reason I hate that song is because one time when I was in Miami with Miss Toto, we went out to a nightclub and someone did like a dance version of that.
People love music.
But then it ended like all sad and slow. And we just kept on saying, this is me at each other.
So who does it all the time is Yuriko Hara.
Oh, is that who does? I mean, I love her performance of it.
Okay, so who else does it all the time?
I don't know. Never mind. I guess it was her.
So the cool thing that has happened is that since you performed it, who filmed that? Cheyenne?
Good Cheyenne, front row Cheyenne.
And had you made arrangements to film it and like try to?
Well, Nightgowns films it. Like the full number is going to be out on YouTube.
Out. So we'll all get to see everyone will see and laugh immediately when you walk out.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Great work. I mean, when everyone sees the full thing, they're going to be like, wasn't that great. But it's already over. You know what I mean? It's been 1 week.
Your moment has happened.
Yeah, it's been 1 week since it happened. The minute I saw it got like 2 million views, I was like, this is going to last 2 days. This is going to be over.
So Cheyenne filmed it.
And then she pieced it together that night. So after the show, she was like showing me videos of it and we were like all laughing at a bar. And then we were at the bar until it closed. Like they kicked us out. And at 5 a.m. she sent me a text being like, hey, I pieced this together. Can I post it on TikTok? And I went, and I just didn't respond. So she did. And then the next morning, someone had already put it on Twitter and I was like heading to the airport. So by the time I landed, it was like at 2 million views, and I was like, "This is insane!" And that's hateful comments.
Do you remember that lady who tweeted something like racist and awful, and then turned her phone off and flew to South Africa? So there was like a 22-hour news cycle where they were like, "Well, when she lands, we're gonna find this out," like because the internet was moving so much faster than she was on an airplane.
Yes.
So, and since then, you've done the New York Post interview. You did a video interview with CNN.
Mm-hmm. That was very nice. And we did another interview.
Who is we?
Me. I did it. Well, because it was me and Meatball. And now I'm George Santos.
Okay.
I got it. I'm also like very high, violently high right now. Because I forgot we were recording.
I'm sorry, your text back to me, okay, fag, was not confirmation enough that we would be recording at this predetermined time.
Slay. So I did another interview with CNN where they asked me a bunch of questions about like what's happening in Tennessee and like all these policy things. And I truly had to be like, because it's an opinion piece, I had to keep being like, for me and what I know of this and my experience as a Los Angeles drag queen,
Right.
and like had to really put things in that point of view because I think some of my opinions might possibly get me in trouble with the drag community.
You mean your opinion is being like, I actually don't think kids should be around, blah, 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 that type of thing?
No, I think the drag queens can perform for kids all as long as the drag queens are performing appropriate stuff for the kids. That's my only thing. End of list,
I mean,
period.
it's
Like
literally
it's that simple.
It's literally common sense, and it's why I always like whenever I get booked for Pride events and they're like 2:00 at the festival stage, and I'm like, okay, I should be 11 p.m. at the leather bar for the after party. Like, I know this, but I've had to, censor my shows because of the timing or the placement or the whatever. And at the same time, it's that thing of like an entire culture being, shunned and swept under the rug and subjugated because of, at the crux, it's about sexual orientation.
Yeah.
Then the idea of sexual content becomes the thing that feels empowering and the way to rise up. Not to quote, this is me, but to rise up when the sharpest words can't cut you down. And so therefore, like it makes sense that a lot of that content is sexual and, celebrates what other people deem as inappropriate. I don't know. To me, what's happening in Tennessee is very scary.
It's horrifying.
It will continue, and it will continue in a lot of different places. The hope that we have is like an election coming up. There's always time to overturn those politicians. The ACLU stepping in to sue different states for making like unconstitutional laws and that type of thing. The fear is, it's the same with all the abortion bans. The fear is like, well, it's technically illegal here, but if you drive over here, it's fine. Or like if you do it in the nightclub, no one cares. Or like the nightclub just gets a different lesson, and it feels like we like give in a little bit, and we go like, well, they're just doing it to get attention, and if we just do this one other thing to change it, then we'll be okay. And it's like, no, the sheer existence, like the sheer fact that this got passed, went to committee, voted on, got passed, and turned into a law in Tennessee.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
And it's scary also because like Nashville is like a huge drag bar down there. And it's like,
one of the biggest drag bars in the nation.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said in the interview too. I was like, Nashville is like one of the hugest drag cities. So it's terrifying that it's like passed in Tennessee and like, Mama, don't come knocking on my door. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's just and what it is like the people like Play are gonna have to like change their liquor license or get a different thing or like have a drag room that has an adult cabaret license where you can't bring any alcohol, and it's just going to cost them so much money and be so many hoops to jump through just for these dumbass politicians to try to gain like a little bit of voting traction. That's why, like, even though it feels archaic, it's like that's why the voting out of these dumbass politicians is so right. And you saw that interview with Jon Stewart that's been circulating.
Yeah.
Girl, I just don't know how they sleep at night. With a gun under their pillow?
A gun next to the bed. I mean, the NRA pays for all of that, right? Like they pay.
You can make money other ways, Diva.
It is scary. Like when you look it up, there's school shootings that happen so often that they don't even get reported on.
Completely.
You think someone's gonna come knock on my door because I did the George Santos thing?
I mean, I wouldn't put your address out there. No, because I think he's kind of a laughing stock of
Yeah, I
everyone.
think that's why there was no negative comments or anything, because everyone generally agrees that he's a douchebag. What are you doing over there?
I was just looking up. No, Jon Stewart in that interview kept saying, "What is the number one cause of death for children in this country?" And he kept saying guns, and I was like, that must be like a little bit of like a finessing of a statistic.
Yeah, because kids, I feel like, are getting in accidents all the time.
So it says children and adolescents under the age of 18 represent 22% of the United States population. Accidents and unintentional injuries are the leading cause of death for children 1 through 9 and 10 through 14. So I guess that's 1 through 14. But
would a gunshot be an accident?
Yes, of course. And then what is the number one killer of children in America? Leading cause of death for American children only recently.
All those babies smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
There is nothing funnier than a baby smoking a cigarette or a cigar. You ever see?
What if it's like a baby? What?
Guns.
Sorry, I'm looking at a New York Times graph, and gun in 2020, guns surpassed motor vehicle crashes as far as leading death for children.
That's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was at my friend's house. I was at my friend's house, and his parents own a lot of guns, but I didn't realize like how many guns. And we were very, very drunk and a little bit high, I believe. And we went down to the gun cellar, and he was like, "Do you want to see the guns?" And I was like, "Okay." And we like opened it up, and it was like lining the walls. And so
that's too scary.
I know, and in a basement in Pennsylvania, like
no, Diva,
suburban Pennsylvania.
Scary.
Why? And then we walked in, and he goes, "Want to hold one?" Then I held one, and then we were looking at each other, and I just said, "This is how all those ads start, like where kids accidentally shoot each other."
Yes.
And we like put it away and wiped my fingerprints off of it and like
Smart.
left. But it was horrifying. Who needs that many guns? And for what? He wasn't even a hunter.
And not even for to drink? No guns.
No guns for to drink.
All right, let's
take a Blake. Shelton. Name another Blake. Name a better Blake than Blake Shelton.
Nope, that's not a Blake.
Blake Griffin? The hot basketball player?
Griffin.
Gryffindor. Let's talk about Harry Potter. What's going on over there?
No, don't do it. Okay, we are back. Hello back. I have a bunch of voicemails pulled.
Slay.
Curious if you wanted to listen.
That's what I would love to.
That's your thing these days, is listening to voicemails.
I'm having a wonderful time.
Hey, Big Dipper and Meatball. So I just wanted to add something interesting maybe to the hypnosis conversation.
Okay.
So my grandpa, who is passed away now, but he was gay. Doesn't really have to do with it. And so is my dad. I'm from like a gay dynasty. We're old gay blood. Anyways, my grandpa was allergic to whatever painkillers they use at like the dentist, and also like for medical procedures or whatever. And so he used to get hypnotized, and like he swore by it that it actually worked for him. And I think he quit smoking too. But yeah, that was always crazy to me that he could, literally be getting like a cavity drilled and not feel any pain under hypnosis. But yeah, anyways, just thought I would add that. Goodbye.
That's crazy. Would you
mind
ever
over
try
matter,
that?
baby?
I think
what,
it's
to
mind
have
over
a gay
matter.
dad?
What? Do you have a gay dad?
No,
I know
to
he
have a
darns
gay
your
dad.
hats.
He's darned my hats and my socks.
Ew.
Why do we sorry.
What?
More to say on this call. I was gonna go down a really dark path really
Go.
fast. Nothing about the call?
That's cool. That's insane. I mean, that's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I guess if you're hypnotized enough to do it, to not feel enough pain, but then at what point could you just be like, I don't ever want to feel pain?
Well, there are people who like super marathon runners who run 50 miles and don't ever stop. Like,
I'm sure the guy who cut his arm off at 172, James Franklin, who was in that movie? Jimmy Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Bratt.
What I was gonna go down when he said gay dads, like daddy, son, grandpa, to quote Darby Lynn Cartwright, Queer Tea winner.
She did it.
Daddy, son, grandpa. But like, I was messaging with this guy, and he was like, I'm gonna go to bed, but I'll leave the door unlocked. You come in the house and wake me up sucking my dick. I don't know that I love that. No, I don't know that I love that because I'm like, what if the house is gross? What if you're gross and I have no idea?
What if you're setting me up to do it to someone else?
What if you're sleeping all wild and crazy?
What if you haven't showered and it smells funky?
Yeah, and then I'm like, you're asleep, I'll just leave. But he was like, yeah, if you come late at night, you can be loud in the room with me, but my dad won't wake up. He like passes out real hard in the in the middle of the night. And I was like, oh, does your dad know? Like, you live with your dad? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, does he know you have dudes come over to have sex? And he was like, I'm sure he kind of figures it out. Like, I immediately was like, does he want a blowjob too? Like, you guys can share me? And like, that's what it's like. Your face.
No, that's disgusting.
Listen, not together. Not like the two of them are in the same room. But why does it immediately go to like...
I didn't realize this, but you are part of the problem.
I am me.
That's
me.
so gross.
Hello, her. I am part
Well, that kind of brings up... Did you see those guys that pretended to be biological stepbrothers?
Now run me through
on Twitter.
Okay.
I sent
the
it
same.
They said we just did a DNA test today and found out that we have the same dad.
Yes.
And then what's funny
they're
about it was
fianced for a while. Right?
Yeah. And what's funny about it is that
it's fake.
It's fake, but they were like doing it to promote a song. And when it happened, someone I know was like, "That's so gross." I followed their OnlyFans. How gross is that? That they would be making OnlyFans porn as like brothers. Anyway, I think that's so gross. Only because I have a
Javert. Like, what more do you want me to say?
I think it was just the funniest. The way they said it to me, it seemed like they really need to think some stuff over. Anyway, next call.
But they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know, but it's one of those retroactive things where you find something out and you kind of are disgusted with yourself.
Yeah.
But they're not brothers, so it doesn't matter. They do look an awful lot alike.
The tweet doesn't even exist anymore.
No, he deleted it because it got shared around so fast. It was like wildfire.
Can you come up with a campaign like that for my next thing?
No.
Where it's like, I shitted myself.
Fuck yeah.
No,
have you fully
music
committed to that title? Because there's still time. We could still change it.
You don't know. Like, I explained the whole thing to you, and you did it. You like tuned out when I explained it to you.
No, you said it. It's under the fuck yeah umbrella. There would be sex parties. There would be documentaries. It would be a whole thing. I understand that. But I think that the name fuck yeah might not be good.
Oh, I have heard quite the opposite from tons of people.
Ooh.
People that I care about participating in this, so not you.
Great. Who? Like, who are they? Who are they? Like, what? Why? Who are they?
Participants in the project.
Of course they're going to say they love it.
Artistic
They're
collaborators.
In the project. Are you paying all these people?
No, I'm not. Someone else is. People that
okay, yeah.
But in a way that I go, do you like this?
What are they supposed to say?
I said, what other ideas do you have? Could be 1,000 other names. Here's 12. Which one do you like? That one was the chosen one.
The chosen one. Next call.
I hate you so much.
Hey, bitches. So I need advice. I'm going to school currently, and there's this really hot guy, and for all we knew, he was straight. And then he showed up on Grindr, and in his bio it says that he likes to jerk off and get sucked. And I'm like, I want to do the sucking, but I also don't know if he is into fats because I'm a fat. And so should I blank profile message him to feel it out first? Or should I just go for it and risk everything being awkward for the next couple months? Because I graduate in May. And, I just really want to suck on some dick. Mostly because I'm still healing from an anal fissure that I called you about a few weeks ago. And it's killing me and my life is awful. But yeah, advice please. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Ooh, this is interesting. Because part of me wants to be that person that with a full face goes, oh, nice to see you on here. My mouth and throat are it, baby. So if you wanna feed me that dick, let's link up. But I know all too well the full internal struggle of being like, are they into fats? Because if it's a no purely because of me, I don't want to know that, and I would like to remain cordial with you in the hall.
Shoot your fucking shot. Who cares anymore? The world's
just say,
dying. It snowed in LA with some sun out.
Gluck 5,000? What do you call it?
Yeah, the Gluck 5,000. No, I mean, come on super strong if you want. Come on however you want. Whatever you think is best. But if you just want to hook up with them, say, hey, I recognize you from class. Right? That's a normal thing to say.
Yeah, or like, hey, man, nice profile.
Hey, man, thought you were straight.
No, don't
Let me suck the skin off that cack.
Don't do the thought you were straight or...
Yeah, don't mention that at all.
Surprise you're on here, because that makes them immediately self-conscious.
Yeah, just say, hey. Come.
Sup.
Sup?
I think hit him with the sup.
I think this person doesn't sound like someone that would be saying sup.
Well,
maybe give him the full you. Hey, bitch.
And for to drink, your dick and cum. No, this is
life's
the whole
too
thing.
Short. What if they are super into you and they only got on Grindr so they would talk to you? Now they're just waiting for it.
Yeah, because
do they pooch their tooch when they see you in the hall?
What'd you say?
Switch do they pooch their tooch when they see you in the hall? Like, try to make eye contact with them in class and see what happens.
Big Dipper, meatball. I'm pouring in the waterfall at the Madonna Inn because of you guys.
Oh, the waterfall room at the Madonna Inn, because Cheyenne stayed in that room.
Oh, I thought...
We stayed in some pony-ass room. We partied in Cheyenne's room.
Wait, okay. So this I wanted to ask you because the verb this caller used is pouring. Pouring.
Big Dipper, meatball. I'm pouring in the waterfall at the Madonna Inn because of you guys.
Because of the echo, I feel like they are actively taking a piss in the urinal that is a waterfall in the basement bathroom.
Oh.
But you're saying there's a waterfall room?
Oh, I thought I talked about that. Yeah, there's a room that It is a little bit annoying. Luckily, I wasn't staying in it. But in order to get your water, you turn the faucet on, and then you have to like wait for it to come down from the ceiling.
Oh, so
And
maybe
it comes
that's what they
down like
meant.
and then it water falls into your hands, and then the toilet.
Pouring
Pouring
is pouring slang for peeing? Pouring it out?
Where would we find that?
Urban Dictionary? I don't know.
Do people still use Urban Dictionary?
She's popping on the internet.
Is she pouring? Falling on anyone.
I'm pouring in the waterfall.
Having engaged in hot sexual activities.
Like I'm drenched?
Poured in. Tight clothing. Next call.
Shit, this is like the second time I tried doing this. All right, I keep on clicking the bang button when I'm trying to say something. All right, so
what?
Hello, comadre Meatball and honorary comadre Big Dipper. So my question before I say my fuck talk story is: have you ever had a STD scare? And like, how did you process it, and what ended up being? But my story was when I first started going on Grindr, I was like 20 years old. And I was trying to figure out what my type was. So this older gentleman who was a lot older than I was messaged me. He was 64, and he messaged me to come over to his house, just chill and have some fun.
Sounds like a good time.
After talking, we started having fun, and I noticed that every time he's sucking my dick, he's readjusting something in his mouth, and I'm not clicking to my head what it is. So after like 40 minutes of him sucking my dick, I'm like, what is going on? Why does he keep on putting something in his mouth? Like, why is he checking up in there? And I didn't think about anything afterwards. And I noticed that he starts like biting my teeth a little bit. He's biting the tip of my dick a little bit too much. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we try something differently? We have sex. After an hour and 40 minutes of sex. And I go home and I make my way.
Hour 40 minutes.
I'm like, my fucking dick is like somewhat like bothered. Like it's like irritating in some way. And I look at my dick, and there's little red marks, and I lose it. I'm like, holy shit! I'm 20 years old, and I finally got fucking HIV. I got some type of STD, something. And I go to get tested right away. And the people look at me like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. And I said, was the person who was giving you fellatio, was he using a lot of teeth? Did he have braces? And I noticed that, one, the guy had fucking dentures. And two, his dentures kept fucking irritating my dick. So a bunch of those little marks were just teeth marks on the tip of my dick. So that is my fuck talk story. What do you other sloppy senoras have to say? Bye!
Why wouldn't you just take it?
That's what he called us.
What does that mean? Co-mothers?
Well, yeah, I think the idea is like, mother. Like we're mothering.
We're Meghan Trainor's mother.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, it's like God.
Have you
it's
ever
like
had
God.
an STD scare? Or are yours never scares and just fully realized?
The reason that I wanted to play this is like, no shade to you, caller. But like the story wasn't that good. But the sort of insane narrative that we have around STDs
and HIV.
It's like the spiraling of it can be crazy. I remember one of the first or second times that I hooked up with a guy who told me he was HIV positive before I was on PrEP. I used to, before I got on PrEP, I used to fuck only with condoms, even with my boyfriend. I would always fuck with condoms. And so I felt pretty like confident and fine. And also the guy had, been positive for decades and on meds and whatever. And I, at least at that point, even before I was taking PrEP, I was really aware of the concept of U equals U, which, has actually been around for a long time, but just hasn't made its way like into the public conversation. So I was always like comfortable, but that didn't mean I wouldn't kind of have a freak out because of the propaganda that we were fed. And so I remember after We fucked around. We had a really nice time. And then when he left, I spent easily 30 to 45 minutes in the mirror inspecting my lips, my teeth, my gums to see if I had any little open sore, anything that was even rubbed red where there could have been like a barrier broken where I could have been I'm doing quotes here, like exposed to something. I looked as much as I could at my, I have a belly, I'm not that flexible, as much as I could at my dick and balls to make sure that they were, it's like we all go through that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that is the most annoying is that if you're sort of getting an ear infection or you have a sore throat or you feel like you're getting a sinus thing, you like go to the CVS, you do a thing, and then after a couple days, you're like, I should go to the urgent care. Let me call my doctor. Let's do a test, whatever. If it feels like it's an STD or it's from something sexual, you're like, why can't I have the answer in 25 minutes? Like, you know what I mean? The freak out about it is just, it's in all of us.
It's so weird too, because it's like, at this point, everything is pretty casual and easy to get rid of, or there's an understanding of how to cope with whatever you get. So, like, we shouldn't be as nervous about it. But you should still be conscious and, like, use protection.
Completely.
Get on prep.
Except for Shigella.
Who's Shigella?
Tell the girls about Shigella.
Shigella bacteria cause an infection called shigellosis. Shigella cause why doesn't it say causes?
Because it's plural. Shigella bacteria cause.
Oh, Shigella cause an estimated 450,000 infections in the United States each year and an estimated $93 million in direct medical costs. The 4 species of Shigella are Shigella sonei, the most common species in the United States, Shigella flexneri. What is Shigella, though?
Shigella boydii and Shigella dysenteria.
Are these STDs or just a bacterial infection?
Well, it's just an infection, and it is currently circulating amongst gay and bi men in the way that monkeypox was starting to circulate.
If we don't stop it.
Did you not hear about this?
I heard that there was some sort of itchy rash going around that's an incurable, like, STD. So I'm sure this might be similar.
No, what is that you heard about?
I don't know. They said it's some sort of rash that's like no antifungals are able to kill it. Keep an eye out.
Rash for rash.
Slay for slay.
What's happening
Wait,
right now?
what are you doing tonight? Aren't you supposed to be at some sort of party this evening?
No, not tonight.
Barracuda? What is that?
That's next week.
Oh.
And then the week after.
Fat slut. No. Yes.
Yeah, the 17th.
Wait, so no, next week is Bitch Puddin' on Friday. You're on
Barracuda's a Saturday party.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you think you're better than me?
No, I don't throw Barracuda.
Listen, at this week's Fat Month's Fat Slut, we have DJ Rubella Spreads. Also spinning would be DJ Trixie Mattel. We have performing Alaska Thunderfuck 5000. We have Big Dipper. We have Bijou Bentley. We have Vivian Vita from Exposure Drag. And, from Chicago, we have the one and only, the Black Amish girl. It is Essence, who will, I'm praying, is going to be churning some butter on stage.
A little butter churn never hurt nobody.
Gabriel the Queen will be there, too. Spinning in circles.
Oh, she's performing?
Yeah, I guess. You could call it that.
Oh, did you get bullied into booking the doll?
No, I booked her. But she tricked me because we were at Korean barbecue. You know what I mean? I was in a good mood.
I just went to Korea. Did you go to Road to Seoul?
Yes, Road to Seoul!
I was just there the other night.
That's the place where the lady, one time I was taking the meat off the tray. My mouth is watering. The meat off the tray to put it on, and she goes, "You're too organized." And she just flipped the tray over onto the grill and just like threw it down to go get more of the meat. Remember when I said that they were going to bring us the bad meat? They don't. That's a joke. It's all good. What?
Yeah, well, the reason I like that place is because it's all you can eat. Whereas other places, it's $30 every plate of meat they bring you, and there you just choose the level. And then similar.
Which level did you get? First level.
Yeah, first level. What's on the others that are good?
They have the bulgogi pork belly, which you can only get on level number 2. Baby!
Pork belly is so chewy and fatty to me.
What are you getting? Probably the worst cuts.
I got spicy bulgogi, which was really good. We got steak, beef steak.
Who'd you go with?
My friend.
Who's your friend?
And then we got
who's your friend?
We got pancake. We got rice cakes wrapped in beef.
Yeah, that one's good. That one's good.
I really wanted to get the brisket, but
I know who it was.
And then we had ribs too. We got ribs.
Oh, the ribs are everything. On the bone?
Yeah, of course, on the bone.
What does he look like eating?
Fine, regular, like a regular person. And we went to the Korean spa beforehand as well. A little soak.
Ugh. Why wouldn't you go? Why wouldn't you go after? Sweat out the meat
and be full. No,
you be the dumpling. You're the little white dumpling full of meats.
I don't want to be full in public.
But you'd rather go sweat it out and then go sit down and eat a bunch of hot grilled food.
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to work out after you eat?
You're not working out at the bar, at the sushi or at the spa. Oh my god.
No, but you're like sweating, you're like getting up, you're moving around, you're going in and out of different tubs.
Do you need to be full to sleep?
No. I sleep awful when I'm full.
Interesting.
I fall asleep when I'm too full, and then I have like hot sweats, bad dreams.
Hot sweats, bad dreams. Now
it's an album.
That's the name of your production company.
Hot sweats, bad
yeah.
dreams.
Hot sweats, bad dreams.
Let's take a break, and we'll listen to more voicemails when we get back.
Okay. And we're back.
So just to make sure that everyone hears me, the CDC is telling people to be aware of Shigella, specifically people who are, having sex with other people.
Is this real?
It's real. And it's like,
can we give her a different name? Shigella's a little too cunty.
I just was texting with a guy and I was like, hey, how are you? He's like, we should really link up. He was like, I'm just getting over a really bad stomach bug. It's been like a week. I'm like, Shigella. That's what it is. That's what's happening. Talk about dirty butt.
It's a full week. Shigella. Isn't there a lady
also
named
drug
like
resistant.
Nigella Lawson?
It's drug resistant.
So you're just laid up with whatever this bacteria does.
Yes.
What do it do? What are the
bloody diarrhea? Girl, why do you think I brought it up?
Can we poopy stool, bloody stool?
All right, ready for more VMs, as the kids call them?
I guess.
Big sloppy pussy.
Dang. How meaty is your cunt?
Big sloppy
pussy. Sample that. Big sloppy pussy.
Big sloppy puss. Big sloppy pussy. Big sloppy pussy.
Butchie cat.
Hey, when are you guys gonna get some more of those Butchie cat shirts? Huh?
Hey, when are you guys?
There are like 2 4XLs in pink left.
Oh, for real?
Come get them. Fatties.
Hi, Big Dipper and Meatball. I was calling in because Big Dipper just
It's
talked
Lex
about the
Noir London.
story, about the TikTok that he saw about the Twink basically going outside to meet Trade, and he was walking through the snow, and he just pulls out of the driveway. I have a similar experience, unfortunately. But what is even more embarrassing is that I actually made it all the way up to the guy's car and opened the door, and I was getting in the back seat like a fucking Uber because you already know what was about to go down. The homeboy was about to just jump in the back seat. But immediately after opening the door, I just felt a vibe, like we made eye connection, and it was just not there. And I was just like, this isn't going to work, is it? And he kind of just nodded his head. I closed the door, and he sped off faster than I've ever seen anyone drive away. So, yeah, just wanted to share that with y'all. I love you both so much. Have a great day. I cannot sing, so goodbye.
At least it was
that Lux? No.
consensual.
Yeah, at
Not
least there was a
consensual. At least
conversation
it was
about
mutual.
it. Yeah, mutual, like, this ain't working out. But that reminded me of a time when I was living in New York, I went on a late night. I would go on late night walks. I would be very drunk, and I would go on late night strolls through the East Village, specifically in front of theaters where I knew adult activity would happen inside. But I would never go inside. I was always too afraid.
You're just cruising.
But just outside, and this guy came up to me, tallest man I've ever seen, broadest shoulder, like biggest, muscliest guy, one milky eye. And he wanted me to get in his car, and he was like, let's go. And like, I mean, he was kissing on my neck, making me grab his big ol' hog. Then he wanted me to get in his car and go like all the way uptown, like past, I don't even know where. He wanted me to go so far away, and I was like, that seems like
The
it's gonna
Yonkers?
It was like out of New York. It was like, or out of Manhattan. But I was like, I don't know about all that. And I got fully into his car, sat in the front seat. We started driving, and I made it about 4 blocks up going north. And that's when I just, at a red light, just opened the door and like stepped out and just walked away. Because it's horrifying. What was wrong with me?
Well, you were like, maybe there's dick to be had.
There was. He was letting me rub on it. But I was like, why don't we just do it in the car? And he was like, no, let's go to my house.
Let's go to my house 1 hour from here, in which I have guns in a downstairs basement that look exactly like the start of this commercial.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention that one time I did have that STI scare, but the doctors didn't know what it was, but I was itchy in my fucking crotch and my palms were all itchy.
Syphilis.
Well, we don't know because he didn't diagnose it. He just gave me antibacterials and said, maybe you should get an STD test.
Sometimes they call those antibiotics.
What did I say?
Antibacterial lotion.
Yeah, because I was drinking bleach.
Baby, I was drinking bleach.
Hey, Big Dipper. Hey, Meatball. This is a question, kind of wondering what you thought about this. You've talked a little bit about this at this documentary that you're filming, and how in the room you had camera crew, you had women, and then you had participants that wanted to leave once they saw women were in the room where the fuck party was going to be going on. I go to this party called Horse Market. They have it in San Francisco. They have it in Portland. Now they're going to have it up here in Seattle. And the one in Portland, it's in this venue that, it's a actual sex party venue, and they have a full bar. They have food. So when you're in this Horse Market party, they actually have women serving drinks and serving food, and I was wondering if you thought that was
serving cunt
unusual, or what your thoughts were on that. I'm not so turned off by having women in the sex party room that are just sort of working and watching. I'm just more turned off by the fact that they're serving food while in this giant orgy room. It just seems very kind of crazy and bizarre. But the sex is good, and there's a lot of holes to fill. And just curious what your opinions were on that. Goodbye.
A lot of hole to fill.
What are your thoughts?
Sounds like a top to me. This is really interesting. I think lots to think about here. Obviously, like adult bookstores, sex spaces, leather shops, places you can go buy a dildo or a cock ring, like a fresh cock ring every time I go to Palm Springs.
I can't believe you said that.
Who did I say that to?
You were in a video chat on Instagram.
Oh,
with the people from IBC.
Yeah, part of me, I always have to play into the brand a little bit.
So you stayed at the Hotel Zasshole?
No.
Where did you stay?
With my family. But did you see? I've got postcards for us.
Ooh, we'll take them to Precinct.
Yeah. For our poolside pleasures.
Poolside pleasures, August 24th.
So this is how I feel
27th?
about August 26th.
6th.
At CCBC with Western Exposure, spelled just with an X, no EX. That's that naked foam party. Meatball's going to be in a bad mood because it's going to be 115 degrees and she's going to have to be in drag.
I'll be in a caftan.
Nobody's
supposed to be here.
So do you want to answer the question about women in those fuck spaces?
Ooh! Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to think about. I feel similarly, my personal opinion is I feel similarly to this caller. There shouldn't be food there. That's disgusting.
I feel that way too.
I truly don't care if they're there. But for me, well, I don't know if they're participating. I don't think I'd care either. I would just find my way to somewhere where I was more comfortable in the same area. Like, it's a space for everybody, so women are going to be there. Right?
I agree completely. I think that there's this like idea that because like faggots are like men who fuck men, and the stereotype is like mask for mask, that the idea of anyone else around, especially when you're in a public space, they have to fit into that stereotype. The idea of like, oh, if you go to a sex party and the door person doesn't look like the rest of the people who are at the sex party, you're like, ooh, well, I got turned off by the door person. The door person could be anyone. The person who's pulling drinks, the people doing the coat check, all of those people can be anyone. And I think we need to like destigmatize the idea that to have sex in a room with other people, you have to be attracted to every other person. Because, baby, there are a lot of people, I've talked about this before, at the bathhouse who just walk around trying to grab their little
They
grab.
offend you so much.
Well, because they're literally grabbing.
True. Yeah. And they don't have consent. I understand.
And so I'm going, if I'm in a room with you, sir, Grabbo, and I'm there's like 10 people in the room, and
I don't think I'd have the gumption to start grabbing.
Me neither. I'm ready. I feel like I want to break someone's wrist when they grab me without even looking at me or nodding at me ahead of time. And so, I don't know, for me, I'm like, I don't want you in the room, just like I wouldn't want someone I'm not sexually attracted to in the room, but I still end up having sex with another person that I find hot because I'm hooking up with them. I feel like
I agree. That makes sense.
Too much of an afternoon. I'm in like an afternoon slump, and I don't know that I can fully articulate my answer to this question. But the thing that is most offensive is nachos. Nachos, hot dogs, popcorn at a sex party.
That's fucking disgusting. And you're gonna
protein bars and Red Bull. That's the only thing. And water.
Ooh, Red Bull's got too much sugar.
Sugar-free.
Yeah. Next call.
That's it. That was the last call.
One more call.
That's the last call.
I know we got more.
That's it.
Is it offensive to the leprechaun community to dress up as a leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day?
No. But I feel like...
Will you be dressed up like... Well, will you be dressed up like a leprechaun? You can really pull it off because you look like just a big, big little boy. You know what I mean?
What would I have to wear to be a leprechaun? I think I know what I'm
overalls.
Gonna wear. I think I'm going to wear those those overalls that I have.
Brown or green overalls.
The green ones.
Should I get haggis for one of the foods?
Oh, yeah. You could do corned beef and hash.
And haggis.
You should do Boston cream donuts.
What does that have to do with the Irish?
There's a lot of Irish in Boston.
Is Boston in Ireland?
No, Boston's not in Ireland. Have you never seen Good Will Hunting?
Irish foods. I have seen Good Will Hunting. Irish stew, meat and potatoes. Irish soda bread. A shepherd's pie. Last time I ate one of those, I had food poisoning the next day.
You could
a
do
boiled bacon and cabbage.
You could do a gag. You should just do a head of cabbage. You could do a gag where you
don't make a famine joke.
No, where you
bring out an empty tray.
No, where you bring out
that's horrible.
A loaf of bread.
Why would you say that?
And a loaf of bread, and then you just pour a whole bottle of soda on it, and you say this is soda bread, and then they just have to deal with a wet loaf of like sourdough bread.
I eat soda bread. Wait, what is an Irish accent?
What are you doing? End the fucking show, bitch.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds.
You're like, another call? Instagram. There must be another call. I bet there's another call.
You want to go through some smoked hams? Follow us, like, subscribe. We come out Tuesdays and Fridays. Goodbye. Oh, subscribe to Mom Plus and you can get everything a day early with no ads or bleeps.
That's right. And also on Mom Plus, we are we have a little bonus content that just started with the Naomi episode and has continued. So if you're a Mom Plus person, there's extra like 5 to 10 minutes at the end of every episode with our guests that only exists for you, Mom Plus. Here we go.
I need everyone to listen to me right now. I live in New York City, and I had a ticket to Nightgowns where the Meatball was going to be performing. And you know what? I was a little bit too hungover, and I was tired. And it was 9 p.m., and I live in Queens. So I sold my ticket. And I missed out on freaking George Santos' performance. Do not ever, 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 I repeat, do not ever give up a ticket to George Santos. I mean, Meatball. In Big Dipper, I'm including Big Dipper in this. Because I also went to New York City at Club Redacted, and that episode didn't even make it to air. Do not ever give up your ticket.
That's
Seems like
true.
a time of lifetime. Okay. That's my PSA. Bye.
Very
Could you imagine missing that?
Well, I did miss it. Well, you mean having the ticket and then missing it?
Yeah.
I can imagine. All right. Goodbye.
Oh, that was it? Bye, faggots. Should I say that? Goodbye. To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.